So, once you've started monitoring your servers with Cloudkick, you have all this data that's there waiting to be analyzed. And really quickly, I'm going to take you through some of the more interesting ways that we have to visualize all that data with Cloudkick. So, the first thing that you're seeing here is the Cloudkick visualizer. And this plots all of your servers in 3D space according to ping, CPU, and memory usage. So it's kind of going to create little clusters based on the performance of all of my servers. And this is a really easy way to tell how things are doing because, for one, every time Cloudkick returns data on these servers, they sort of get this soft glow there. And that's all happening in real time. So as the data comes back, it comes directly in here and the server glows, and then you know that the data was updated. And if anything goes wrong with any of these servers, they're going to blink an angry red, and it's going to be really obvious. And then I can kind of click on that server and dive in to get some more details, just like this. And see, I can see all these checks here. Everything looks okay. I kind of get some aggregate average numbers there. And I can kind of fly around inside this space and see where everything's positioned and see how it's all doing. So if something is an outlier, then I know that something weird is happening, like something about this server or this server is just a little bit different. For some reason, they're using up lots of CPU or they're pinging really hot. So that's maybe the most spectacular way that we have for you to visualize your data. But there's also some more practical ways. So if I go over to the dashboard here, I got my server, and you can see just at a glance, there's some little gauges here. Ping, I can hover over these, dive into those detailed data sets a little bit more. You know, there's no packet loss here. I'm getting the min, max, and average. CPU, memory, disk. These are kind of just meant to be a really quick overview, give me some insight just at a glance as to how that server is doing. Now, if I jump in here, I can go to the Diagnostics tab, and what this does is if I have the agent installed, it's going to give me some data about CPU and memory use so I can know how my server is doing just really quickly at a glance. So as you can see, the CPU on my personal server here is 100% idle. I'm not doing much with that server. It's just kind of sitting there sucking up money. Memory use, I can see all these processes that are running, see which one's taking up the biggest slice of the pie. And they're all listed over here on the side, so I can click here and literally just look through everything if I want to. Another way that we have for you to visualize some data is just this really quick monitoring overview tab. And these are all the monitoring checks that I have set up for this server: HTTP, ping, disk, CPU, memory. And it's going to give me some details about the last check, which usually is within less than 2 minutes. That's our check interval. And just kind of give me some detailed information there and show me when the last event was. Another cool thing that we have is the graphing page. So I can go over here and take a look. All I need to do is select which server I want, and then I have a list of checks here. So I'm going to look at my ping checks, and then we'll say I want to see what the average looks like. And here's the average ping over the last day or so. And if you want to, you can go further back in time, a week, a month. If I want to put multiple series on here, I can select another one, and I can say stack. So that's a stacked version of that graph. Or if I want to drop another one on here, I can do multiple y-axes in case I've got some data that doesn't necessarily match up in terms of its y-axis, and it'll kind of normalize those for me, so it's easier to see relationships between all that data. So that is the graphing page. So that kind of wraps up the screencast. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.